Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Miracle K, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I prep my hair for a protective style. The protective style is going to be some kind of hard to describe because it's not faux locks, but it's also not box braids, and I'm doing like a cross between those two. I do have a picture that I'm going to include showing you guys what it looks like and all that good stuff, but for right now it's just going to be how I prep my hair. So I like to start out with a pre-poo. That's just a way for you to detangle your hair before you wash your hair. That way you don't have to worry about tangles and stuff later on. And I mainly use this by African Pride. It's the pre-shampoo. It's only like $5, and I got mine from Walgreens. And then my spray bottle. That's it. I am trying to do this thing where I don't use any combs on my hair, so it's only gonna be whatever product I'm putting in my hair and the fingers that God gave me. So far so good. Like, honestly, I think when I was putting the bentonite clay in my hair, that it did kind of change my hair texture a little bit, because when I wash my hair, that's when it's at its kinkiest. But then you'll notice once I'm putting this product on my hair that it's looser. Like before, I was a full-on, I know I was a 4B, 4C, but then after the bentonite clay, I think I became a full-on 4B. I'm not mad about it, but at the same time, I do. Now I can officially say, when you put bentonite clay on your hair, especially after a couple of times, your curl pattern can be affected. And depending on what type of look you're going for, that can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing. I don't know for sure that's a bad thing, but I like it. I like it. It does make my hair a lot easier to deal with, especially since I've started doing this whole like finger detangling only thing. So I don't know, just be mindful that when you do use bentonite clay, there is a possibility that your curl pattern can be changed. But the good thing is that it's naturally, so it's not like you're putting a perm in your hair. So if you're looking for a way to loosen your curl pattern while still making sure that you have some definition, the bentonite clay should be something that you should try out. And we just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, so and like I said, this is only like $5, so it's super inexpensive. You don't have to worry about it making like a huge mess, and it works. So definitely run to your nearest like Walgreens, or you know what, because I don't think I could find it at Family Dollar, and I couldn't find it at Target. Target should be ashamed of themselves, because their idea of what the ethnic section is a joke. Okay, they never have anything that I'm looking for. Like, oh my goodness. But yes, Walgreens does officially have it, and already, oh, I wish that I could get I need to get a better camera so that you guys can really see when my hair is reverting, because in the mirror it looks gorgeous. On here, it looks crazy as hell, and that's unfortunate. But if you can't tell, I'm focusing on my ends and then working my way up, and my hair is pretty much already detangled. And one thing I will say is don't necessarily be afraid of shed hair, because the longer your hair gets, the longer that shed hair is going to be too. And that's a good thing, because if it was like short pieces, then you know your hair is breaking off. Whereas when they're long, like the length of your hair, then you don't have to worry about thinking that it's breakage, because it's literally just your hair shedding. So just keep that in mind in the future, that don't always think that shed hair is a bad thing, because you're going to lose hair pretty much every day of your life. Just like you're going to grow it, you're going to lose it. So keep that in mind, because I noticed that was one thing that I kind of was worried about, was that it seemed like I was losing more hair the longer my hair was getting. But in actuality, I'm just losing longer strands. I hope I'm explaining that right. But as your hair grows out and you make sure that you're retaining your length, sorry, I have hiccups and I'm trying to like breathe through it and it's just making it sound weird. But yeah, so as time, that feels good. As time goes on, you'll notice what I'm talking about once you're starting to like detangle your hair. That's if you decide to go on this journey of only finger detangling, like me, because I kind of want to see what happens. I want to see what happens after like 6 months to a year of me just finger detangling my hair and not using any combs on it. So y'all stay posted for that. But yeah, I had already done one side of my hair off camera, just so you guys can kind of see what the end look is gonna look like. But baby, this twist in the front is juicy. It's cute. I like it. But this is how I normally wear my hair. I keep it in twists just like this, and then I style them. Normally it's me just pulling it back into like a little ponytail or something, like a little ponytail. Hey, time. So I just finished washing my hair. I washed my hair with the African black soap. I did my scalp treatment, which is apple cider vinegar with water. I let that sit in my hair while I was finishing up my shower. So I guess about 15 minutes. Yeah, something like that, like 15 minutes. And I did a scalp massage while it was in my hair, detangled it and everything. After that, I followed up with my deep conditioner, which was the one by Shea Moisture. Once that was done, and I let that sit, I think honestly I let that sit in my hair for over an hour because I started cooking dinner. So yeah, let that sit and rinsed it out. And now I'm just applying my aloe vera, and this is my leave-in. Now with that, all I did was I washed it off, and then I chopped it up into smaller pieces, and I let it sit in a bowl of water so it could drain all of the alloy latex. I was actually watching a video by Nappy Food, and she was talking about how to keep that white residue off of your hair. And so one thing she was talking about was aloe vera leaves. They produce this yellow liquid that can be poisonous. It can be very poisonous. And how to rinse that off of the plant or drain it out of the plant. That way you can apply it to your hair and you don't have to worry about getting an itchy scalp or having that white residue on your hair. She let hers sit for 24 hours. I wasn't gonna do that. I only let mine sit for, well yeah, I guess I let it sit for about an hour. Yeah, it was like almost an hour, and I rinsed that off, and now I'm just putting, I ran it through the blender. I drained it through a knee-high stocking that I got from Walgreens, those 99-cent ones. And yeah, once I drained it, I put it in my applicator. Why do I stutter with words so much? But I put it in the applicator bottle, and here we are now. And all I'm doing is just raking it through my hair, and there's the curls. There they are. I was so wondering like what was going on with my hair. Why aren't my curls coming back? What's going on? And ta-da! There they are. My babies. I'm so happy. Now, one of these days, I'm gonna do a wash and go now that I can see my curls are actually healthy. They are fine. They are amazing. Look at that. Look at that. That is sexy. Wow. Why is my neck so wet? Hold on. There we go. Hope you're looking crazy. Anyways, this is amazing. I am so fucking happy. Look at that. If that ain't sexiness and ooh, amazing. Anyways, onward, shall we? Now, all I do is put this in my hair and I leave it in. Now, I like to use the leaves for my scalp, honestly. That's just me. You don't have to, but I just like to get some of that juice up in there. You know what I'm saying? Get it all wet. Get it all wet, you know, because that's what you're doing. And then you just put that directly on my scalp. And I will say, make sure that you are doing like a strand test before you do this, or like you refer to your doctor if you have like super sensitive skin. Like, I don't normally have sensitive skin, and since it's just aloe vera and it's like meant to be super gentle anyway, I don't have any problems. But just because that's the case for me doesn't necessarily mean that's the case for you. So when you're doing these things, when you're testing out things that I'm recommending for you to try, take it with a grain of salt. That's all I'm saying. Because I'm not out here trying to get you guys, 3rd-degree burns, and then you be like, well, Miracle K said, and she did. Don't do that. Do what works for you. Test it out on, like your arm or something first. I don't know. I really feel like you should just talk to your doctor before you try anything new, especially if you know that there's a chance that you are allergic to aloe vera anyway. So there's that. That would be my main recommendation. I just want to know, if I attempted to wear my hair like this, what would happen? Do I want to try? No, I'm not going to try it today. This would have to be a day where I don't plan on going somewhere, and I actually do plan on going somewhere, so I'm not going to do that. But when I do, I will record it, and I cannot wait. So instead, just for the sake of not having to deal with this going left, I'm just going to twist it up. Adding in the extra oils was just being fancy, honestly, just being fancy. So, I'm just continuing on with the next section, because like I said, I do have some place that I'm going. I just really wanted to record this before I go, because who knows how long I'm gonna be out. So yeah. So
How you live, how you speak, how you walk, how you blink, how you talk, how you teach, how you reach, let it sing. What's your purpose? What's your passion? Did it pay? What's your plan? Is it play?
On a plane, how'd you play? I'm just playing. What's your purpose? What's your passion?
Did it pay?
What's your play? Is it play? Wanna play? How'd you play? I'm just playing.
A beat by Joby, feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi, cause I'm a star and they can't hold me like I'm Kobe in the fourth. Yeah, nothing is ever forced. We headed straight to the source. No middleman, little man. Let me show you if you was